Hi, generals. Well, today we wrap up general time, looking at the English EOI, in particular punctuation. Before we get started, I want to give a little note to two students in particular in Miss Basics class, Tony Bustos and Jasmine Guerra. Them and their other classmates were working really hard to prepare for the EOI. Let them be an example to us on how we need to all work really hard to prepare to pass these EOIs. Okay, let's get started. We're looking at hyphens today. So, pause the video for a moment and see if you can actually name. These are actually not all hyphens. But these three different images, what the name of the punctuation marks are. Unpause the video when you're done. Okay, let's pull this note out to see the answers. These are two different types of dashes and then a hyphen. Now, let's go into detail on learning the hyphen rules. Well, in order to understand the rule, we got to know what a hyphen is. So let's look at a definition. A hyphen is a punctuation mark that is used to combine words and to separate syllables of a single word. So let's check our understanding and make sure we understand how to use hyphens. So hyphens and dashes serve the same purpose in writing. Is that a yes or a no? Talk with your partner and then unpause the video to reveal the answer. Okay. It is not the same purpose in writing. So you got it right if you said no. Okay, let's look a little further. Where will you hyphenate in the following words? Light blue bag. Would you put a hyphen between light and blue? Or would you put a hyphen between blue and bag? Again, talk with your partner and unpause the video to reveal the answer. Yes, between light and blue, not between blue and black and bag. So let's see why. Let's understand hyphens. So the writing fraternity has resorted to gender-inclusive language. Well, what in the world? And why do we put a hyphen between gender and inclusive? Let's look to learn the rule. Well, hyphenate two adjectives when they precede a noun and act as a single idea. Let's look at some more examples. Chocolate-coated cookies. Well-established organization. This is actually an English way of spelling organization. One-way ticket. So again, those were other examples of hyphenating two adjectives when they precede a noun, but act like one idea. Gender inclusive is all together. We want to talk about it as one idea. Okay, let's check our understanding. Is it correct to use hyphens when adjectives are separated by commas or and? What do you think? Talk with a partner. Unpause the video when you're done. You got it. It is no. So let's keep going with our understanding. How do you use hyphen with numbers? Well, hyphenate all compound numbers from 21 through 99. So, and hyphenate all fractions. Let's look at an example. Use 1/3 of the flour for the recipe. 1/3 is a fraction and we hyphenate that. Although normally we wouldn't hyphenate 1 or 1/3. Okay, let's look at some more things to keep in mind. First, use hyphen with prefixes when they come before proper nouns. Also, you hyphenate when the prefixes end in an A or an I, only when the root word begins with the same letter. When a prefix ends in one vowel and a root word begins with a different vowel, don't use a hyphen. Pause the video for a moment and write down these rules. It will really help you in the question section of today's general time. Okay, now let's look at some examples. Pro-American. And ultra ambitious. The A or I rule. And last but not least, semi-invalid. Again, the I and the I. But again, remember, when a prefix ends in one vowel and a root word begins with a different vowel, you don't have to use a hyphen. Okay, a few more rules. Again, keep in mind these following things. Don't hyphenate when prefixes and root words that have double E's and double O's. They generally combine to form one word. Hyphenate all words beginning with self, except for selfish and selfless. Use a hyphen with the prefix X. Again, or EX, I'm sorry, period. Again, pause the video until everyone has written down all these rules, and then we'll look at examples. Okay, so preeminent, didn't have to hyphenate that because we have double E's. Ex-employee, again, prefix X, EX. And self-motivated, self but not selfish or selfless. Alrighty. Well, let's talk about when not to use hyphens. Don't use hyphens in the following instances. You use and between two adjectives. So don't put a hyphen when you put and in between. The double E's and double O's are prefixes and root words combine to form single words. Remember, we just talked about that. And when compound modifiers come after the noun. So let's look again at some examples. Coordinate. Preempt. No need to put any dashes because we have double E's and double O's. The institution is well established as against well established institution. And de-emphasize and co-owner. Again, let's look at some other uses. We'll use hyphens with adjectives elect and designate. So, prime minister elect, principal designate. So again, when we use elective or designate, we use hyphens with it. We use hyphens when you join single capital letters with a word. So for instance, F-shaped and U-neck to describe. Okay, again, pause the video as you take these notes and let's get ready to take the questions with our smart response or with our pad and paper. Okay, as I said, it's time now to pull out our smart responses if we have them. If we don't, we can actually just use pad and paper and pause the video and reveal the answer together. Let's get started. Okay, again, pause the video until everyone has answered and then we'll reveal the answer. You got it. The answer is yes. Again, pause the video until everyone is answered. You got it. The answer is B. Again, pause the video until everyone has answered. You got it. A and B. This was a multiple option. 201 would not require a hyphen. Again, pause the video until everyone has answered. You got it. Again, pause the video until everyone has answered. Semi-urban. You got it, without the hyphen. 2 more. Again, pause the video until everyone has answered. No, not between beautiful and pink. Congratulations if you've seen pink and colored. Last one. No was the correct answer. I have so enjoyed you again, Generals. I can't wait till next week and when we delve into the history classroom and prepare for the EOI. Have a great day.